listening to the Apple Music Super Bowl 59 halftime show.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight I'll be reading a short story that I wrote after I watched the halftime show this year. The title of my piece is called Speak to Me Plain. Speak clearly if you speak at all. Carve every word before you let it fall. A quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr. To be quite honest, I had not planned to watch the Super Bowl halftime show this year. Many years ago, I had set the bar with performances by such artists as Michael Jackson, Prince, Diana Ross, and even Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. So for the past few years, I had not been excited about watching. I already knew that a rapper named Kendrick Lamar was performing, and there was some controversy about what he would sing. Before I go any farther, let me say this. I am not ashamed to say my taste in music is bordering around anxious right about now. Not having heard any of Lamar's music, I had no clue as to what the buzz was all about. Anyway, my daughter was visiting. I have an open mind about most things, so I decided to stick around and watch the show with her. Camera, lights, action. Lamar appears on stage with a lot of dancers dressed in red, white, and blue. I love dancing, so I'm all in. When he started to sing, I quickly grabbed my remote and put it on closed caption because I have some hearing loss. That really didn't help because as far as I'm concerned, he might as well have been singing in a foreign language. When the show was over, I looked at my daughter and said, "Tell me plain, what was he talking about?" She mumbled something about a feud he was having with Drake. Kidding her, I said, "Sir Francis Drake?" And she said, "No, Mom, Drake the rapper." I admit I had heard that name before. The next day, there was a flurry of chatter on television about Lamar's performance. Then I heard someone say he incorporates coded messages within his lyrics and performances. I thought, oh, aha, that's why I did not understand. I did not have the code. Knowing that, I didn't feel quite so dumb. I had more or less forgotten all about the show until I went to my writing class a couple of days later. Our teacher over here, Thomas Simpson, pulled out his laptop and he decided he'd broach the subject. He read an article about Lamar's performance. Then he asked the class to write our thoughts about the show for next week's class. Doing an eye roll, I thought, oh boy, I guess Thomas wants me to drop out of this class because this really is not my thing. When I got home, I said to myself, I've got to find someone who knows the code so they can tell me plain what this guy was saying. Listen, where I come from, people spoke plainly. By plain, I mean simple, direct, and straightforward. Keeping sentences clear and concise, making it accessible to people of different levels of literacy. In other words, say what you mean and mean what you say. I Googled and asked for the lyrics to a song Lamar was singing. It came back with "squabble up." This is a sample of one of the verses. God knows I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need all my babies, Gaia, Gaia. I Googled Gaia. AI said it is a slang used to express strong emotions like surprise, admiration, or excitement, often in response to something perceived as impressive or attractive. My research further stated, and I quote, his lyrics can be challenging due to their layered and complexity and frequent use of metaphors. His music is told through the lens of his experiences as a Black man from Compton, California. It touches on themes of race, inequality, and the struggles faced by marginalized communities. He uses his platform to address social issues and challenge the status quo, making him a powerful voice in the hip-hop community. Someone stated that Lamar is unapologetic and not afraid to criticize, mock, or say things that some would deem politically incorrect. Another article said his music requires active listening and potentially some research to fully grasp the meaning. He incorporates elements of jazz, funk, and soul into his songs, creating a distinct sound that is a reflection of the rich history and culture of hip-hop music. I decided to compare Lamar's message with two people from my generation who channeled their frustrations and injustices of their era into a powerful social change. One such person was Marvin Gaye, with the song What's Going On, recorded in 1971. This song had a clear central theme that spoke of social and political unrest during the Vietnam War, drugs, and poverty. His message, spoken in plain English, more or less resonated with the general population at that time. Then there was Dr. Martin Luther King's famous I Have a Dream speech in 1963. His core message was a demand for the United States to fulfill its founding promises of freedom, justice, and equality for all of its citizens, in particular its African American population. He insisted that this must be achieved through nonviolent resistance, love, and forgiveness. This speech was famous worldwide and considered one of the most influential speeches in history. Dr. King won a Nobel Peace Prize for his body of work for the civil rights struggle. I might add, I had no problem understanding this powerful message. All that being said, I must give credit where credit is due. The only rapper to win a Pulitzer Prize is Kendrick Lamar, who won this award for his album, Damn. This was a historic moment, and it was the first time the prize was awarded to a non-classical or jazz musician. On top of that, Lamar has won a slew of Grammy Awards, which includes the coveted Record of the Year for his song, Not Like Us. That means somebody is listening and understands what Lamar is saying. These three people are from different generations. Each one of them has the courage to do what most of us cannot. They use their platforms to speak about certain social issues in our society that a lot of people would rather leave undisturbed. That is what I call bravery. But hold on just a minute. I am not ready to sign off on the Super Bowl halftime show just yet. From now on, in this rapidly changing world, I would make sure I do my research in advance because I want to remain hip and up to date.
Yeah, buddy.
Some of you may have missed it on the news, but I heard that next year, this bunny from Puerto Rico will be performing. And the buzz around town is that he is bad. His name just happens to be Bad Bunny. So, for the time being, you all please do me a favor. Speak to me plain.